Robert has a good life, a loving family, a decent car, a strong, natural body built over years. But every night, a few minutes on Instagram make him feel like a failure. Someone his age is richer, bigger, further ahead. Nothing in Robert's life has changed. Yet suddenly, none of it feels enough. Why? The problem is not money or muscle. It is a finish line that moves whenever he gets close. And by the end of this video, 3 ideas from the psychology of money will show us how to stop chasing it. Morgan Housel says doing well with money is not only about intelligence. It is about behavior. And one of the most dangerous behaviors is comparing your life to someone playing a completely different game. Robert was satisfied with his salary yesterday. Then today, he sees a friend buying a newer car. Robert has not lost a single dollar. But suddenly, he feels poorer. How? Because wealth is not measured only by what we have. It is also measured by what we think we should have. In the chapter Never Enough, Housel describes the first trap, the moving finish line. The beginner compares himself to the expert. The expert compares himself to the celebrity. The celebrity compares himself to the billionaire. And the billionaire finds an even bigger billionaire. There is always a bigger fish. So if enough means beating everyone else, enough will never arrive. And Instagram turns that endless race into a machine that runs all day. Robert compares his ordinary Tuesday to the best 5 seconds of 100 different lives. He sees the family photo, but not the argument before it. He sees the luxury car, but not the loan. He sees the successful business, but not the 10 years of failure behind it. He sees a bodybuilder under perfect lighting, after a pump, using drugs, filters, and carefully chosen angles. And under the photo, there is one word, natural. Robert is comparing his full reality to someone else's edited evidence. Then he gives himself a final verdict using incomplete information. But that raises another question. Why do people work so hard to display success in the first place? Because Robert does not only want what they have, he wants other people to look at him the way he looks at them. That leads to the second trap, buying admiration that never arrives. Housel explains it in the man in the car paradox. When you see someone driving a Ferrari, you rarely think, that driver must be an incredible person. You imagine yourself inside the Ferrari. The owner bought the car partly to be admired, but the observer is not admiring the owner. He is using the owner as a background character in his own fantasy. That is the paradox. People buy objects hoping those objects will transfer status to them. A more expensive watch, a louder car, a more extreme body, a vacation designed for photos instead of rest. These things can be enjoyable, but when their main purpose is approval, the reward disappears quickly. Because other people are not thinking about Robert nearly as much as Robert imagines. They are thinking about themselves. So Robert spends money, time, energy, and sometimes his health to win attention that lasts for 3 seconds. But now we reach the most important question. If visible success is not always real wealth, what does real wealth look like? Usually, it looks like nothing. In Wealth is What You Don't See, Housel explains that real wealth is often invisible. It is the car you could afford but did not buy, the money you did not spend to impress strangers, the freedom to reject work that destroys your peace, the time you still have for your family, the ability to sleep without worrying about the image you are trying to maintain. A person with an expensive car may be wealthy, or he may simply have less money and more debt than before buying it. A photograph cannot show you the balance sheet behind someone's life. And even if every photo Robert sees is completely real, comparison can still mislead him. Why? Because different people are playing different games. In the chapter You and Me, Housel explains that people can have completely different goals, timelines, and tolerances for risk. A professional bodybuilder may earn money from his appearance. An influencer may be paid to travel. An entrepreneur may accept 10 years of risk for one chance at a huge reward. But Robert has his own job, his own family, his own health, his own responsibilities, and his own goals. Copying someone's result without copying their circumstances is like wearing their shoes and trying to run your own race. The shoes may be expensive, they can still destroy your feet, so the solution is not to delete the world, kill your ambition, or pretend jealousy does not exist. The solution is to build a personal scoreboard. 3 questions can do that. First, what game am I actually playing? Second, what does enough look like for me? Third, what price am I willing to pay for the next goal? For Robert, training may be about strength, health, and consistency. Not looking like someone whose income depends on looking superhuman. Money may be about freedom and security, not proving his worth through a car. Family may be about being present, not producing a perfect photograph. From now on, every comparison should become a question instead of a command. Not, he has it, so I need it. But what exactly am I jealous of? More freedom, more attention, a better body, more income. Jealousy can be information, but it should not become instruction. It can reveal what Robert wants to improve without forcing him to copy another person's life. And this leads to the most important rule in the entire story. Do not risk what you have and need for what you do not have, and may not even need. Not your health for an impossible body. Not your peace for a purchase designed to be seen. Not your family for a race with no finish line. Robert already has a good life, but if he keeps using other people's scoreboards, every achievement will create more pressure instead of more peace, until something finally breaks. Like this video and subscribe, because in the next videos, we will solve Robert's next problem using the most useful ideas from another book.